Hey look, we're back to torture ourselves with Call of Cthulhu. We just can't stay away from the horror. Except this time it's only the two of you now.
Yep.
So, we're gonna be playing a different gameplay of Call of Cthulhu. It's going to use the same rules from 7th edition, but taking a few things out of, well, Delta Green. Because why not? Let's give them a fighting chance for once. So, let's just kick things off with, well, you are no longer investigators, you are now agents. This is going to be a prologue, just kind of checking the lives of these two fairly ordinary, normal people before everything goes to shit, as it always does. So, our story will take place in a very small beachside town of Lakewood, California. A very small, rural kind of town. It's about 6.5 square kilometers in total area, with a population of just over 1,200 people. Because of how small it is, there's usually only just one school and one private school. There are very few people who own a car, as most of their transportation can be covered by the bus system, as well as bicycles or sometimes motorcycles. The town is known for its farming, its vineyards, and its fish, and mostly seafood. Lakewood, California is a very small, quiet, uneventful place. It is a place that you go to when you just want to be disconnected from the world and have some form of solace and quiet wherever you are. First, we look over at 21st Myers Street on Lakewood, California, where there is a large garage next to a relatively small-sized home. As we take a look at one Mary Jane Stone, as she works on a small 90s box type Toyota Corolla for one of your neighbors. It's actually the first car owned by this guy named Jacob Riley, who was a classmate of yours around here. Like you, he was also born and raised in this town, and has never really left. Mostly to take care of his sick grandmother. His parents had died a year or two ago. So, as he kind of comes over to your garage while you're just about finished working on his car, you hear the knock under the car. I don't know what you call it, but that wooden board thing that you guys slide under. You just hear, MJ, how's my car doing? Is it salvageable?
Oh, what the fuck did you do with this beauty? Screwed it up real good, man. Then I rolled out.
I didn't do anything to it. It's just old.
Doesn't seem like it though. I can see a few damages, a few scrapes, and
I can't help it if we
no.
live next to a bunch of raccoons, alright? Tell me if it
Maybe
can
you
be
should look
fixed.
for an exterminator, bud.
We're next to a forest full of raccoons. The exterminator is a forest fire.
Then learn how to shoot. I told you to come with me every now and then. Hunt down raccoons. Form of revenge.
I'm fine. But,
Ugh.
yeah. What you think? Can we fixed?
I can fix anything. For the right price, of course. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it's fine. I can pay for it. Just can't pay for a new car, so, whatever it needs. Think you can get it done by the week?
Week. Fuck. Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do.
Alright. I'll just send you the money your way.
Always.
Hey, you're the
I'm
news.
doing business with you. What news?
There's supposed to be some kind of meteor shower happening tonight. Kind of rare.
Meteor show.
Yeah, we're sort of in a pretty nice place to see it. Less light pollution. Some of the guys are gonna check it out. You want to come with?
What time?
Uh, looks at his phone. 7-ish, according to this.
7. Yeah, I think I've already cooked dinner by that time. Oh, where do I meet you?
Just by the north end of town.
I'll be there.
Alright. And if you want, feel free to bring your dad. He's pretty chill. You might enjoy a little bit of outdoors again.
Yeah. It's been a while since we last went out. Yeah, I'll ask him out.
Alright. See ya. Waves goodbye. The damage on this car is scratches and chewed up wires, and you do actually find a raccoon in it as you kind of tinker. Just runs away.
Fuck! Ah! God damn it! What the fuck is it doing there? I'm gonna go back to fixing.
Yep. Nevertheless, he is car is fixable. Easy enough. The day for you generally goes that way. Either you do something there, people call you, plumbing, carpentry, whatever you might need. A neighbor of yours, as in literal kind of next door neighbor, an old woman named that you just kind of named Miss Kowalski, moves up to you and says, "MJ dear, do you have a minute?"
Yep, Mrs. K.
Yeah, my roof is leaking again. I was wondering if you could check it out, if you can do something about it.
Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do. Got a ladder?
Yes, dear.
Yeah, I'll be there. Just wait
Thank
for me
you.
there.
Kind of leaves. Miss Kowalski happens to be one of the nicer neighbors you've had. Often gives you and your father some food. Kind of saves you a lot of cooking time, actually.
She's an angel.
For the most part, your day is fixing the car. You head over to her house. She's gonna need a lot of wood work. It's gonna take a bit of time.
Ooh, bro. Mrs. K, I need more time on this. It's kind of messed up.
It's alright, dear. Just if you could fix that for me, I'm happy to pay you.
Yeah, I can take care of it. Don't worry.
Thanks, dear.
Might want to move into another room though. This is gonna take a bit.
I think I'll just use the guest room.
Yeah, sounds good.
A little bit more the wood gives up.
Did I say 1 week? Probably 2 weeks.
That's alright, dear.
I'm gonna need a lot of stuff for this one too.
You kind of assess the situation, buy some supplies. Back in your home, as you come home with what is essentially a shoulder full of wood and carpentry materials. As you kind of set them down, your father just kind of looks at you and says, "MJ, for once I cooked some food."
Hey, how are you feeling, Dad?
Well, I burnt the food, so I ordered pizza.
Looks standard. Pepperoni?
You know it? Been a lot
to know.
better. Kind of missing the outdoors a bit. You know how it is.
Speaking of outdoors, apparently there's gonna be a meteor shower tonight. Wanna go stargazing? Can give you a ride.
That would be nice. I could find that old telescope of mine.
You had one?
I met your mother convincing her to go camping with me and looking at the stars. It
You
might
bought the
be...
telescope on the same day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't mock it if it works.
That's true.
You wouldn't be
Wouldn't be here if
around.
that's not the case.
Wouldn't be around if it weren't for that telescope. Don't get smart.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go pack it up. Where did you leave it?
Uh, Probably in the garage, actually. There's an old box of mementos.
Yeah. I'll put it up in the car.
Alright.
And let's just wait for the pizza and then we can take it there.
Yep, no problem. He's sitting down the couch, doing a few exercises for his bad back, but he's doing the best he can. You head over to the garage. Walking over to the garage, there is a small kind of box with his name on it. Looks like keepsake. As you open the box, you immediately find a telescope. It's just the most obvious thing there. It's an assembly kind of required thing, but it's in its own kind of container within that box. However, when you pull it out, you find other things that you can't help it, but it kind of draws your eye to them. You find some old photographs of you and your mother back when you were just a baby. You find a strange notebook with a variety of names that have been crossed out. Elizabeth, and then there's kind of Victoria, and other sorts of names have been crossed out. And then you find there Mary, and then there's a big check, and then more names are crossed out. And then you find there Jane, and there's another check, but in a sort of different kind of handwriting. And then you just find somewhere down that list Mary Jane. Sort of, kind of back and forth naming, you assume. The notebook is attached to this sort of planner, and when you kind of look at the date and the years that were being written on it, you find that it was months before your birthday. So they were likely debating back and forth about names and writing down whatever they could. Clearly, they did not think things through as much as you might have wanted, but it does give a hint of nostalgia to what you're seeing. The other things here are some childhood stuff of yours. There's even a sort of toy kind of hammer and carpentry set, and you start to remember that since your childhood, you probably were destined to be tinkering and messing around and engineering and all that. It's a nice little box of memories. And put it there. Clearly, he's put it in a place where even if it floods or rains, it won't get damaged. And the box itself is made of leather and wood, so it will take a lot to actually break it. So just put it back on the shelf. You have the telescope ready. Your father is already sitting on the sofa with a pizza in hand and is on the coffee table. Pizza's here.
Ready to go?
Yep. Come on. Have a meal.
Yep. That's fine. Hold on. I'm gonna carry the telescope to the trunk.
Yep. It is still kind of early. You can't eat first. But you
put it loaded there.
You're taking the motorcycle or your father's car?
I'll be driving the car.
Alright. So it's just this sort of two-seater pickup truck. Put the telescope there. You have a nice meal with your father, who just kind of sits there and asks, "Hey, it's kind of awkward to ask, I guess. I don't really know how to ask it, but
No, I don't have a boyfriend, Dad.
No, I know you don't.
Hey.
Every guy in this town is either too afraid of you, or just isn't worth it.
Can't argue. So what is it?
Have you never wanted to leave town? I've been dodging the question since you went to college here. You might not be the brightest tool in the shed, but you had a lot of prospects.
Hey.
I mean, seriously, you had a lot going for you. Could have gone anywhere in the state. I mean, I may not be able to work anymore, but we have more than enough to pay for a good college for you. You didn't have to stay here with me. Just Sometimes it just feels bad that I was injured and I don't know, I feel like I'm holding you back.
Nah. I mean, moving out of town sounds like real great and all, but who's gonna fix Mrs. K's roof if I'm gone?
I'm pretty handy with a hammer.
Yeah.
And
I
I just
mean, I like being here. I like this town. It's simple, it's quaint, and it's quiet. Not like the city life, whatever they have out there. I'm satisfied.
I don't know,
And
I know you stayed behind because I got injured. You really didn't have to. You know, you could make something of yourself.
I know, but I like being here. And as much as possible, I want to stay around with you. I mean, we only have each other, right?
If your mother were around, she'd probably say something along the lines of, "You need to go out and see the world. You need to find a nice man for yourself. You're never gonna
Ugh,
find a man if you keep wearing those leather jackets."
ask me to look for a man. Sure, maybe if you find someone who's better at fixing cars than I do.
I mean, if you want to go look for a woman, that's fine too.
I never said it wasn't an option, Dad, but still.
I'm just saying, I don't want you to feel like you have to be tied down here. I've been feeling a lot better over the last decade, you know? I can handle things. I just want you to consider seeing what the world has to offer. There are much, much nicer cars out there in the world than what you can find in Lakewood.
I'll think about it.
Hey,
But for now, I'm satisfied with this shitty Toyota.
for all, for all you know, there might be a smarter, hotter girl who's better at fixing cars than you somewhere out there.
Huh, I wish. Found one yesterday, looking in the mirror.
Gonna push your head back.
Ow,
Ah.
God, I was joking. God damn it. Jesus.
I only wish you were joking.
I mean, I got the best kind of jeans, Dad. The smart one and the pretty one. Okay, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
Mostly
Yeah.
mostly from your mother, unfortunately.
Mm.
Hey, I
Yeah,
taught you how to
you're
use a
pretty
gun.
good. Yep, you're pretty damn good at it too.
So, anything interesting happened to you lately?
Well, I found a raccoon inside a car. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, normally it's a squirrel.
Mm-hmm. No, what is a squirrel? Fuck, scratch me too. See, pretty bad.
Oh,
Huh?
jeez.
Can heal.
You might want to see Dr. Chan.
Fucking no.
Rabies are a
Uh,
thing, you know.
I can deal. It's fine. I'll be fine. Who needs injections, right?
Till you start going, till you start going all Walking Dead in the house.
Fine, fine. I'll have my shot tomorrow. I'll go there first thing in the morning.
There's a few hours till that meteor shower you're talking about. You're going now.
Fine. Ugh, fine. If I see that raccoon, I'm gonna gut it.
Eh,
I'll be right back.
you
Just,
know, I wonder how many
yeah.
guys around here would be less intimidated of you if they found out you were afraid of a little shot.
And if they find out, you're to blame. No one knows. No one will know.
Just go. You gotta take care of yourself, you know that.
Yes, Dad. I'll be right back. Try not to cut.
I'll try to
I'll
save you
take
a
care of.
slice. No promises, but
Do save me an Hawaiian. I actually do like Hawaiian. I don't know what's the big deal about the pineapple. It's pretty good.
right? People are so stuck up.
I know. God. Yeah, I'll go have my shot.
Hmm.
Starting to get itchy, actually. Maybe should have cleaned it first.
Yeah, later half your face gonna be rotting off.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Head over to the
See you,
doctor.
Dad.
See ya. You head over to the doctor on your bike. Yeah. He's the only doctor here. Well, no, sorry. There's only one hospital here, and he's sort of the most well-known, or at least your family doctor. When you head over to Lakewood Memorial, you talk to, you just kind of wait there for a second. He eventually calls you into his office. As you come in, says, "Well, Miss Stone, what can I do for you today?"
Kinda got scratched. Raccoon. Dad says I need a shot. Told him I'll be fine. Said I might go zombie.
Wild raccoons are not a joke, Miss Stone. They can and do cause rabies. It's fine, I've got your shots.
Fuck.
You'll be fine.
Shot.
Here's a stress ball.
Thanks.
You see him pull out from a plastic case and tapping the needle. The needle's like 3 inches long. Yeah. You'll be
Looking
fine,
away.
Miss Stone.
Take my arm.
3, 2.
Fuck!
See? Nothing to it. You kind of crushed that stress ball and deformed it. I swear, you think I'm just made of stress balls, don't you, Miss Stone? Puts it down.
Just be glad I was not holding onto your arm, Doctor. I'm gonna give this stress ball back.
You need to come back in a week to complete the shots. You know how it goes. The next one will be much smaller.
That doesn't mean it's less painful, but yep, I'll be,
You'll be
I'll be
fine.
back. Oh, God.
You'll be fine, Miss Stone. Oh, and one thing. If you have any time in the next Wednesday, my son's coming over to visit, and he said that he could use a bit of help with his car. Something about his engine. I'm sorry, I don't necessarily understand, but he says his engine he feels like his engine's about to give up on him, and I don't really know what he's talking about. But if you know, I'd be happy to pay you if you could come check it out for him.
Wednesday, right?
Yep, next Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Thanks, MJ. And I
See you,
promise his
Doctor.
car is not going to have a raccoon in it.
You better. Else the next shot is gonna be on you.
Although if you ever have to do anything inside the car to check things out, I would advise wearing some latex gloves. You don't want to catch an STD in there.
Oof. Maybe have it clean before you send it to me.
Yeah, that would be wise.
Hmm?
Take it easy, MJ.
Yep, will do. I'll see you next week for the shot and the car.
Yes. You should.
Hmm.
You leave, head back home, and enjoy a pleasant few hours with your dad. He does help you out fixing Jacob's car. It's a mess of wiring, and this is an abomination of a car at this point. But you help fix it out. You do that until the meteor shower in the evening. Meanwhile, over on the other side of this very small city, inside the Lakewood National Museum, Amelia, you are holding a small, not as big as you're used to, but a small art exhibit. Various up and comers, new artists, and people who are just kind of looking to make a name for themselves, showcasing their art, and you have so graciously agreed to let them hold an exhibit in your museum. Most of them locals. Um, some of them not very talented, but you try to help. Um, moving around, there are people who are just kind of looking at the different art pieces and looking around. A lot of them seem to be these housewives or family people who are kind of looking for something to decorate their house with. This isn't one of those exhibits where people are on a bidding war for hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is just sort of a showcase where people can just purchase something and maybe get the artist's name going around. Um, what would you like to do? These people are kind of moving around in your exhibit.
In the shyest artist,
Sorry?
the gallery. I want to look for the shyest artist
The shyest.
around.
That
Yeah.
would be this young 17-year-old girl. You know her by name. You're not,
Mm.
you guys aren't actually friends, but you've heard her name before. Um, Shelly Bark, Shelly Barklin. She is kind of young, 17-year-old. Doesn't really talk to anyone. Kind of bowing her head, rubbing her side of her arm, afraid to talk to people. But you find it as a shame because people kind of ask her a lot about the art that she's made, which is this sort of beautiful oil paintings and charcoal sketches that she's made, which are almost picture perfect. She's just kind of too shy to respond, and she gives them one-liners, and people aren't really getting the response that they want, so she's just too quiet and doesn't really speak to anyone. She's a young 17-year-old with these large circle frame glasses and this blue kind of formal dress, and her hair's tied in a ponytail with the fringe on one side, trying to avoid eye contact with people.
Look at her work. Is it a painting? It is a painting.
It's various paintings and some charcoal sketches. She seems to use watercolors and oil pastels most of the time.
I'm going to look at one of her charcoal. And
Um,
then
Her charcoal sketches might as well be
sketches.
a black and white photograph.
And then I'm going to take out my reading glasses and I will say it out loud now. Look at all the sketches. This is so wonderful. Huh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you tell me more about this? How did you do it? What inspired you to do all these sketches?
Ah, this is this one's this is sort of a view from Long Beach.
Hmm.
It's sort of a view from memory, and I just kind of drew it. Some of the sketches, the portraits are famous people. And when she points that out, you kind of see sketches of Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt in their younger years. I've sketched them out. I liked watching them growing up.
I'm Ryan. Oh, he really looks like him. In his younger days. He's so impressive.
Thank you.
Couldn't even do that for myself. I mean, I can only do abstract paintings, but this is gold. I would love to buy one of your sketches.
Just looks at you. Aren't you? Aren't you the curator?
Yeah, but I mean, I can still buy one of,
No,
one of,
please.
you know. How much is it?
She just kind of looks away, and at that point, you kind of realize it's your job to put a price on things and kind of negotiate price. So.
Right. Uh, I'm going to take out my wallet, and then, huh, I really want that.
Fine, you can. I think you can just pay what you think it's worth, I guess.
I'm going to take out $100.
And they're $100 usually.
I'm going to give it to her.
I mean, are you? That's a little much. I think.
No, it isn't. I actually wanted to pay you more.
I'm.
I mean,
Thank you.
art materials cost a lot, and the amount of time you spent on these sketches
It was.
cost a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Genuinely looks like she hasn't seen $100 bill before. Just puts it in her purse. Doesn't know what to do with it. Thank you. Take
You're welcome.
take whatever you want. Whichever one you want, or as many.
I'm going to take Ryan Gosling.
You take the sketch of Ryan Gosling, sure.
Ryan Gosling.
You take the Ryan Gosling sketch. Thank you, miss.
You're welcome.
Holds it. She's very happy. Kind of made her day into this.
I'm going to text
Text.
my cousin Ashley.
Okay.
Right. Hey, I got this Ryan Gosling sketch. Should hang it on our apartment. This is a good sketch.
You receive a reply in about a minute that just says, in all caps, with 3 question marks at the end, is it nude?
Fortunately not.
Can you make it nude?
I can the artist who draw a nude photo of Ryan Gosling? Sure.
Great, happy to pay for it.
Going back to the art. I'm going back to Shelly.
I would like to remind you, Shelly is a 17-year-old college student.
I know, but hey, I
It's
was
for
a
art.
16-year-old artist and I was
Don't
forced
admit to
draw
this.
nude.
It's for art.
He's just standing there, and you can see now that you've kind of bought one of the paintings. Other people are going to her, and she needs a lot of work, but she's a little more talkative with regards to what she's drawing, and she's asking more questions, and you can see someone else buy something from her. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe I shouldn't bother her, or at least I can check.
They already took one of the sketches, and then she just kind of stands there now. Has zero clue what she's doing, but people seem to be buying. What if someone else bought something from her?
I'm proud. I'm going to go to her to my office and then look for her information. I mean, I have this list of artists, with their contact.
Yep.
And I don't want to bother her.
You look at Shelly's information, and you find that Shelly is a student at Sitwell Academy, which is the private school which is the private school in Lakewood, the only private school there. The counterpart to it is a public school for high school and college. Lakewood College. But Sitwell Academy is a private school. She is, despite being in there, not an actual rich person. She is actually a scholar, full-time scholarship.
Very talented.
She's actually not taking up arts. She seems to be taking up a entrepreneurship. But she has a full scholarship there for her grades and her performance, which means that she is very smart. She lives with her grandmother, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to kind of profile and look that her parents died when she was young, and she moved in here with her grandmother since then.
Going to take her phone number.
Yeah, they had to give you their contacts for you to put up this exhibit, so you have it.
To text her. Is it okay to draw in the photo of Ryan Gosling? My cousin is willing to pay you money.
You are texting her this.
What? Yeah.
You do eventually get a response that just says, I don't know how to. I don't know how. ... Question mark. Sad face. Crying.
Oh,
Blushing.
no.
Hiding. She uses a lot of emojis.
I'm going to text her, but you don't have to draw him full nude. Like, you can just draw him with a towel on his waist. You know what I mean.
I don't know. I only draw portraits. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Going to respond, it's okay. Can you make another Ryan Gosling portrait, but instead in his actual age?
Yeah, that's fine.
Question mark.
I can do that.
So, can't wait.
He just gives a smile. Over the course of this sort of show that you've created, this exhibit, one of the employees at the museum, Rhonda Blake, this sort of mid-20s African American woman with braids in her hair, just kind of goes up to you and says, Amy, hi.
Hi.
Hey, you heard the news there's going to be a meteor shower coming tonight. You want to go with? A bunch of the kids from town are coming in, and some of us working here gonna check it out.
I mean, it's in the lifetime we're going to meet your show. I should have created a meteor shower event. I mean, that would be awesome.
I mean, it was last minute
Star
news.
related, yeah.
It's kind of last minute news. No one really, it's like no one actually expected it. Just on the 7 a.m. news.
Too bad. Still, yeah, I'm going to join you, the others.
All right, great. We're gonna leave at like 6-ish. Says it starts at 7. We're gonna take a van, so you can just ride with us. Just see you there. Oh, and you got a package again.
From who?
That same guy who's been giving you flowers and chocolates, not giving a name.
Then, I'm going to check.
You head over to your office, and there's a bouquet and chocolates and no name on the card.
Is there a
The card just says "Have a great day" and that's it. Flowers and chocolates. You've been getting this for the last 3 months now.
Who is this mystery man or
woman?
Or maybe, or maybe Ashley's pranking me this time.
I don't know. 3 months worth of flowers and chocolates seems a little much for a prank.
It is. And I don't want to throw this away.
Hey, I'll take the flowers if you don't want them.
Oh, sure.
No one's ever given me flowers. Who takes it? You'd think someone would bother to give me flowers. And leaves with the flowers. Sorry, nothing. Just a little bitter. Bad dates.
Hey, you get a good date
In this town,
someday.
I doubt it.
You should try dating site or
Amy, every guy in this town is pining over that mechanic.
that mechanic.
Yeah, and she's not even interested in anyone. Maybe I should ask her out. Takes the flower. Says, I don't know. Anyway, it's fine.
Mm,
I'm gonna.
flowers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some lunch, and I guess I'll see you after work.
That's going to pass.
Sorry, you're cutting off. Can you speak a little
I'm
louder,
sorry.
or make the volume
I'm
louder?
okay. Just going to clean up some stuff before I go to the factory.
That's later. You still have a full day's work ahead.
I'm going to awkwardly open my laptop.
Okay. Awkwardly
And
open
check
your
about
laptop and
and just going to look at the news about the meteor shower.
yeah.
I am
News articles that you read on Google, kind of searching. It's an odd phenomenon. Scientists have no idea what's happening. Normally, meteor showers can be predicted days, if not months or years away. This isn't supposed to be happening. This is not something that was expected, nor is it something that geologically should be happening. So it's a very odd thing that scientists are monitoring for the night. It would be very visible on the West Coast, which is where you guys are in California. Much more so in your town, given the minimal light pollution as compared to bigger cities. But nevertheless, it is something that they weren't expecting. This isn't something that's supposed to happen.
I'm going to call Ashley instead. This time, Ashley, there will be a meteor shower later. Do you want to watch it with me?
Hey, sounds like fun. When do I get my naked Ryan Gosling?
Unfortunately, she can't draw naked sketch of Ryan Gosling. She she can only
Fine.
draw portrait.
Fine. I'll Photoshop it myself.
Ashley,
I'll see you tonight.
yeah, sure, sure, Ash, sure.
What's a girl gotta do to see Ryan Gosling naked these days? And then she hangs up. What do you do?
We should thirsty.
He's very thirsty.
Very thirsty.
He's very thirsty. Your cousin and roommate is a very thirsty woman.
I'm going to. Oh, I'm taking the card that someone gave me, and then I'm putting it to my bag.
Okay.
I am. Is it a handwriting or is it?
No, it's printed on a card.
They did it on. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to spend the whole day trying to please create another schedule for another
So
art gallery. Yeah.
okay, it's fine. You spend the rest of the day at work scheduling another exhibit, maybe with some name talents and some new talents, mix them up a bit.
It is a meteor shower related art gallery show.
Okay.
Everyone.
You'll need a bit of time because people are gonna need time to actually make the paintings, but
Yeah.
once you get the word out about the kind of show you're gonna have, people tend to jump on it. It's an opportunity to get their work out there, to get their work sold, make a little bit of money. So it's fine. Spend the rest of the night or the rest of your days there, and eventually around 6 p.m. You're in a van with your co-worker Rhonda. Um, in order, Rhonda, who is one of the people. What do you call those guys who act like tour guides in a museum? The ones who are giving the information. But that
I forgot.
she's one of those people. Rhonda, there is the young Caucasian man Julius, who's just kind of he's the newest guy, newest employee, along with Reggie, the security guard, the day guard actually, and a few other employees, but those are the ones that you kind of have gotten to know the most. So you're all in the van, being driven by Reggie, who, as you kind of, it's sort of a museum van that you're allowed to use. Well, you're the boss, so you can use it. Heading uphill, Lakewood is sort of on this beach side, and surrounding it are these huge forests. And there's just one major road that kind of cuts in between. Lakewood Drive, which is the major road that is in the center of the city, that kind of where all the buses kind of go to, or bus stops. Once they stop there, you can kind of walk the rest of the way. Lakewood Drive, if you take it out of the city through the forest, eventually you get connected to the major intersections and highways of the California state. But for this purpose, you're kind of taking that upwards into the forest area and parking it to the side where there are a lot of other cars, motorcycles being parked. And there's quite a few people here, about a dozen people, including yourself. Among them, including a dozen people, not including the group that you have in your van. Among them is the local mechanic girl of this town, MJ, with
That's crazy.
a few of the teenage, not teenagers, but a few of the 20s and so people, the younger people. MJ, you of course are with your father and your friends. Your father just kind of looks at you and says, "Hey, I'm gonna set up a telescope over there. Go talk to your friends. Have some fun."
Sure you don't need help?
Nah, I've got this. Think.
Alright.
I mean, it's been a
Don't
couple of
roll off the
decades.
hill, Dad.
Been a couple of decades, but I think I can fix this.
Yeah, I'll leave that one to you then.
Just assembling. MJ, you are here with Jacob Riley, the guy who owns the car. Shane Essex. Essex. He is
Shane?
Shane, yeah. Shane. Shane is just a year older than you. Sorry, a batch older than you in college, but he was always a nice guy. Sort of your antithesis of a typical jock. You know, he was a varsity. He was a basketball player. He was a jock. But he was always the nicest guy. Then next to him, I was actually proving that, is his girlfriend Elaine. Elaine Madison was the nerdiest girl you have ever met in your entire life. Large glasses, braces, allergic to everything, but brainy and smart. And if you didn't know Shane well, like if you didn't like know him as a friend, you would be absolutely baffled as to what a jock is doing with her, sort of. But they're kind of good friends. You're kind of good friends with both of them. And the last person there is Luke Haraway, Harraway. Luke Haraway is he left after high school, but you knew him. You guys were in the same graduating class. He left for college. He had recently come back after his mother got sick, and in the last year, it's been 2 years since he came back, and in the last year, about 4 months ago, his mother passed away. and he's decided to stay behind, kind of watch the house. And he's an investment. He's in investments and sort of doesn't really have a full-time job. He mostly does investments and stuff, so he doesn't really need to be anywhere specific to make money. He just kind of stays very quietly in his quaint family home. He is, as far as you know, pretty wealthy. He owns a condo in the heart of Los Angeles, right in Hollywood. But since he's come back, he's been choosing to live in his mother's kind of modest, quaint little home. No bigger than your house, actually. And you start to notice how he enjoys his simple life better. But nevertheless, he is the most willing spender in this group of friends that you have. You know, he's not stingy or not trying to stop, from buying you guys some food, some dinner. He always insists, but this is the closest group of friends that you have around here. You see Shane kind of looking and said, "Hey, MJ, what's up?"
Yeah, pretty good.
So,
Jake, you bastard, look at what your raccoon pet did to my face.
you see Shane kind of stepping back, and Shane just kind of looks at, "Holy shit, he was telling the truth. You actually had a raccoon in your car."
He had a fucking raccoon in his car. For fuck's sake. What the fuck have you been doing? God damn it.
I like to travel into the forest, alright? It's peaceful here.
That
Look,
doesn't explain why you have a raccoon in your car. But fine.
raccoons run rampant around here.
God, so weird.
You got your shots in? My cousin actually got into a bit of a rabies problem when he visited last summer.
Oh, fuck
God,
off. Fuck
bad.
off with the shots.
I'm just saying, it can get bad. Like, really bad.
I had my shots. I'm gonna have another one next week, and it's all your fault.
I'll pay for your shots, alright? And I'll buy you dinner. Come on. I'm sorry.
Dinner!
You're the only one who knows how to fix anything around this town, alright? I can't really go anywhere else.
I mean, next time just don't bring a raccoon. Make sure you keep your pet in your house.
I didn't mean to. I thought he left. Also, funny story. You want to tell it, or should I? And then they're looking at Luke, and then he just kind of came by, and it's not as though I brought some sort of expensive car. You brought a car model from 2010. That is the most expensive car there is in this small town. You know that, right?
So are you gonna let me see it or not?
Yeah, sure. Well, I wasn't about to park it here. It's in my house, but anyway,
I'll visit there.
I went out last week to go back to LA, get my car, and drive back here. And I kind of left it there. Had a bit of detailing done. Yeah, apparently the gas boy in the one gas station in town doesn't actually know where the gas part of the car is.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's messy.
I mean, I get he's a high school student just trying to make some money, but it was kind of funny.
At least please tell me you didn't fuck up which one to put. That's gonna cause some serious damage.
He was until I stepped in.
Good. Save that baby.
Yep.
Don't let it go through abuse.
Yep. So, need your shower?
Yeah, meteor shower.
Hey,
I've never seen one actually.
Your dad's got a really cool telescope. Oh.
Yep.
In about 5 minutes, I guess I'm about to say he had a really cool telescope. He's about to break that thing. Do we
shit.
help him out?
Yep. I'm gonna go.
Lucky for MJ, for most of your life, your father has been the coolest guy. You get to have friends over. You get to play video games at your place. He's been fairly relaxed with you, and mostly coming out of a place of trust. So your friends, don't really see him as this sort of uncool that he's breaking the the ambiance of having younger friends around. He's pretty chill with everyone.
I'd kick their asses if they did so.
But yeah, you guys, maybe some are born out of fear, but at least these close friends of yours have been there ever since, and most of them have been born and raised here. So with the exception of Luke, who just came back, but he's always been nice. So when they see your father, they're all treating him like a part of the group, and you can see Luke just saying, Mr. Stone, I could just buy you a new one. I know, but this one has sentimental value. Well, at least let me help you fix it. I don't want you to break something sentimental. And then everyone just looks and says, Luke, dude, since when did you know how to fix telescopes? I like astronomy.
Since when?
I learned it from my ex-girlfriend. Right before she broke up with me. But
well, at least it's stuck.
I did pick
It's
up the
a good
habit.
hobby.
It's actually been relaxing since I've been back. You can actually see stars here. There isn't a single star in Los Angeles that isn't on the floor. Or some stuck-up dick.
True.
Well,
welcome back. I know you've been here for 2 years, but it's kind of weird seeing you around now. Kind of missed it.
I've been here, but in and out. To be honest, it's only been the last few weeks that I've actually been here, and kind of nice. I miss this place. Most people kind of talk about. I mean, most of you guys kind of talk about leaving the city and leaving the town, seeing the big city and all of that. But let me tell you, not impressive. It's a lot of noise and a lot of muggings.
Did you ever get mugged?
No. No, actually. I try to live less obviously,
Smart. I mean, the moment you flaunt your money, everyone goes near.
Yeah, except in Los Angeles, everyone flaunts their money.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, don't break the telescope.
I've got it. As he just kind of fixes things. You want to talk to your friends about anything?
I guess I'm going to look at Elaine.
Yep. She's just kind of there. She has her own sort of little telescope, but it's also hooked up to a small computer. And it's sort of automatic, and she's kind of putting up trajectories, or what you assume are trajectories.
Dang, that's high tech.
I actually spent I saved up for about 3 years for it. Worth every penny.
Is it the first time seeing a meteor shower?
Oh yeah, an unprecedented one too. All the scientists don't understand what's going on.
Really?
Yeah, because meteor showers are supposed to be predictable because they just kind of rotate around. They're just floating rocks in space, and you should be able to see and understand when something is coming along. And sometimes you get predictions. So like in the next 100 years, there's another meteor shower going to happen, but this one was unprecedented. No one knows why it's coming or how it's coming or why it wasn't detected by any radars. Shane just kind of here.
Meteor shower.
Breathe.
Yeah, you should breathe.
Sorry, I'm just excited.
Candy. I'm gonna stop with candy.
Strawberry.
Best kind. Are they sure it's a meteor shower though? I've heard stories that, broken satellites also cause the same kind of effect. I don't know. Just read it somewhere.
Oh yeah, it does, but according to the news, the scientists in NASA kind of figured out it was a meteor shower. It's just they don't know where it comes from. But it's on its way, so it's kind of traveling as we speak, and it's about to become visible.
Sketchy. But that does sound interesting. I mean, it's worth seeing.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I also brought a projector in case anyone wants to watch. Telescope magnifies things by several thousands of times, so we can kind of see it up close and see what's going on.
Need help setting it up?
Shane's got it. You see Shane struggling with sticks, like.
Nah, he doesn't. Shane, another 10 more years, maybe when the fucking meteor's already gone.
Are you just gonna be sarcastic all day? Or are you gonna help me out here?
Get out of the way, I'll take care of it. I'll go fix it.
You assemble what is a simple kind of projector stick and stand. Just kind of put it together. Um, so, as you hang out with some friends, gather around, and your father just kind of follows Elaine's lead on where to position his telescope so he can see it manually. So she sort of helps him out manually adjusting trajectory with Luke's help. But it becomes fairly evident to you that Luke is more inclined to the manual adjusting than Elaine. She doesn't actually know how to adjust it manually. Which reminds me, I forgot to tell you, Elaine is by no means a rich girl, which means all this equipment she has actually saved up a lot. You also know that she does multiple jobs around the place, normally tutoring. But you have a good time with your friends as you move over to close by. You see the museum guys, the friendly staff of the museum, and a familiar face in Amelia, or Amy as most people call her, who's also just kind of setting up there. Amy, you see your closest person you work with in the museum is Rhonda, and she just kind of sits next to you and says, "Hey, Amy, check it out." She points over to MJ's group. Says, "We've got some really nice telescopes. God, I wish I had one of those. It would be so nice to see the place, to see these things up close."
The phone is not enough.
Yeah, it's a little far. I mean, one of the guys brought their cameras, but says his lens isn't long enough for it. It's at that
At least we
point.
can shoot some.
You can
meteor
shoot the
showers.
skies and stuff, but you can't get a close up like those telescopes. At that point, your cousin Ashley kind of walks in and says, "Amy!" Just gives you a hug.
Ash!
Hey! So, when's this meteor shower supposed to start?
Later. Don't know exactly what time.
Rhonda just said, "It's about 7 p.m. ish." Ooh, nice. Brought pizza for everyone.
You're awesome. I was about to buy
She
some pizza, but
she stacks up like 6 boxes worth. Is it? I wasn't sure how many of your guys were gonna come by. Ooh, looks like I bought a little too much.
can you at least hide one of the boxes and
There's already one in the car just for you.
okay.
As you're kind of having this meal and eating, do you want to talk to anyone of your friends or Ashley?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Ash.
Mm,
Hey,
What's up? God, I love pizza. What's up?
I have the Ryan Gosling sketch that I brought from Shelly. I'm going to give it to her. It's a younger version of himself, so
Ooh, so hot. Still
I
wish
know,
he was
right?
naked.
I already asked Shelly, but she couldn't do it. She can only draw portraits, but I can find another artist for
I
real.
will owe you big time if you find one. Yeah. Puts in the car. You guys eat pizza. MJ, your father kind of notices this group eating these stacks of pizza. Says, "Fuck, I just realized what I forgot. Food."
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, we had pizza earlier, but it's not the same when you're outside camping.
God, they've got a lot
Just
of food.
staring blatantly at their pizza. Staring blatantly at their
Oh.
pizza.
While you and your father are staring,
Uh-huh.
Amy, Rhonda, and Ashley kind of elbowing and said, "Hey, Ames, they're
Yeah.
kind of looking at us." And Ashley just said,
I'm going to look at them.
"I think they want our food. Think we could trade them food
Waving
for a
at them.
telescope?"
Waving.
Oh, right. Yeah. That would be a good deal. I mean, hey guys, do you want some pizza? We have enough pizza in this group. I mean, my cousin brought too much pizza and
What do you want for it?
your telescope. You want to take pictures
Just,
with your
just
telescope?
to
That's a bit of a rough
Rhonda.
trade, don't you think? Pizza
I
for a
know.
Rhonda's just
telescope.
saying. Rhonda just the African American girl. Rhonda just kind of no, just the chance to look through it when the meteor shower happens.
Look at my dad. So?
Sure, I don't see why not. They said it was gonna last for about 10 minutes, so have at it. We'll bring the pizza over.
Wanna join here?
Just
Okay.
Ashley and Rhonda just drag you out, drag all the pizza and your friends by, and they just have in a large group, all of you just sit down and have dinner with pizza under the stars as this meteor shower begins to kick off.
Hmm.
Oh, it's pretty.
For the most part, you do see one and several others kind of falling down. Amy, most of their friends with the camera just takes what he can. It's sort of this wide view with the blur of these meteors falling from the sky. And Rhonda, the most excited, kind of looks through your father's telescope, kind of seeing things close by. And then you see Elaine kind of fixing up the different mechanisms of her telescope, and you see the projector for everyone to look at. One of them.
I'm gonna lie down. I'm gonna nudge Luke and say, "Make a wish."
Yeah, make a wish. As you're kind of lying there, you hear Elaine just say, "Oh, that's weird."
So,
Kind of odd, but kind of zooms into one of them, and it looks like one of the meteors, but it's not following the trajectory. This one's off course.
is that a bad thing?
Well, generally meteor showers go in one direction because they're all part of the same gravitational pull, so I don't know why it would be off course. Zooming in.
Where's it headed?
This one's is that a rainbow? He zooms in the projector. As the rest of you, all of you, everyone gathered, just kind of looks at it. You see kind of not a rainbow, but it's a mix of all the colors, kind of sickeningly mixed around like a bad. Imagine if you mixed up paint, but they won't mix together, so they just kind of float around, move weirdly. What is this thing?
The fuck is that?
I have no idea. Looking. And you guys just look around. For the most part, nothing really happens. Until about 5 minutes, about 10 minutes later, Elaine just, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 I must be wrong, I might be wrong.
Elaine?
I think
What's
I'm
up?
wrong. Hold on, I'm just checking if I'm wrong.
Why is she panicking? What's happening?
Yeah, what's up with your friend?
I don't know.
Wrong. Okay.
Dude,
So,
Shane, what the fuck is going? Yeah.
by my calculations, that wayward meteor has entered the Earth's atmosphere and is about to crash into the forest.
Wait,
what?
our forest?
Mm-hmm. About a mile that way, give or take.
Jesus. Aren't we supposed to be running? I don't know how fucking meteors work.
Well, it might cause a forest fire.
Yeah, but still,
Oh, those poor raccoons.
it would create a large crater.
We could check it out.
bitch.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go to the car.
I don't know about that.
No, back up.
We
Come
can.
on, it's gonna be fun. Amy, right? When will you ever see a meteor up close? Come on.
Ashley's just looking at you and says, she's right.
Gonna be fun.
We'd have some fun. Come on, Amy. Drags
Live
you.
a little. Come on.
I'll
I
drive.
go to the car.
Okay, okay.
You go to the car with your father, and Amy goes with Ashley as the rest of your groups kind of scatter to their own cars to follow behind.
Mhm.
Elaine has to stay behind for a bit because they're doing the packing up. But she has given you general safe distances until eventually you can see this meteor leaving a trail of smoke that is multicolored until it dissipates into black eventually. The resulting crash echoes through the air as you can hear the sound of trees falling and like a large, like someone fired off a gun next to you. It's that loud as it kind of just echoes through, and you don't even need Elaine's coordinates because you can see the trail of smoke it's left behind. You and your father go through as Amy and Ashley follow forward. The rest of the people are kind of spooked. Most people's response to a meteor falling from the sky is to run. But
We are running towards it.
As you guys go through, the cars stop on the side of the road again. Four of you coming. It says Ashley's pulling Amelia into saying, "Come on, Amy, this is gonna be so cool." Just dragging you. Come on. Your father is with you, MJ, just saying, "Oh, I have to admit, this is the most eventful thing I've seen ever since staying here."
Worth looking at. Come on.
You kind of move through. You see the large trail of dirt and flora that have been pushed aside as this meteor slides through the ground. You can see the trail of smoke and bits of fire. Most of the forest here is not dry, so it's kind of hard to actually cause a full forest fire. But nevertheless, some bits of it are on fire until the wetness kind of stops it. The meteor just slid, I think, a good kilometer or so on the ground until it stopped. Still hot, and the smoke still comes out of it steaming. And you can see that it is a rock sort of formation, and those colors that you were seeing were kind of the cracks in the rock. If you can imagine like a lava rock, but instead of lava inside, sort of just rainbow colors that are just kind of undulating with light. Then you can see your father just kind of looking at you. What the fuck kind of meteor is that?
No. That is kind of trippy. You're not dreaming? Gonna poke my wound. Okay, not a dream. Not a dream.
Weed's not legal in California, dear. Or is it? I can't remember anymore.
I don't know, you named me after it, Dad. Maybe you should know.
It was an accident, MJ.
Sure.
You see Ashley in the back. Mary Jane! Oh, I get it. That's cool, actually.
Yeah, been living the life of a weedster and a stoner before I even got to know the thing.
Hey, you're okay
This
by
on
my
you,
book.
Dad.
You see Ashley just kind of, you're okay by my book.
Awesome. Come on, let's check it out.
Amy drags you.
Oh,
Come on, let's make friends.
I'm
Cousin Amy, she's the curator. I think you know her.
MJ. Awkward kiss on handshake.
Both of you are kind of awkward in this. You need to make friends. Shoving Amy.
Ashley? Amy? Yeah, I just never got to visit the place. Maybe I should visit the museum sometime, but for now we have an enticing attraction waiting. Oh god, I wonder how much that sells.
What is this? You see it just kind of glowing, and the light kind of bleeds out into this slice of light that just.
I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to take a picture of it.
Take a picture.
This looks interesting.
You find when you kind of take out your camera, something is static kind of takes over. Just, Amy takes over. My phone's not working. What's going on? I can't take a picture.
Hey, I wish
My
I'm.
phone's glitching.
Nope.
Fuck.
Ah,
Not working. Your father kind of. Mine isn't either. Weird. It might be the meteor. I think some of them cause EMPs. I don't know. I don't understand. Where's that friend? Where's Elaine? A friend of yours. She's the one who understands all this stuff.
Yeah, she's still packing up. Lot of shit. Although, where the fuck is Luke? Where's everyone else?
You can see the campsite where you guys came from still has lights, so you might be packing up. Her entire setup was rather difficult to take apart. You kind of look through here, and your father, all of you kind of look at it as the light kind of. You find that the light expands blindingly as you cover your eyes. As the light kind of dies down, and then you guys get back your vision. You find that MJ, your father, and Ashley have just been kind of shoved at the back, like something hit them, and they're on the ground, on the grass.
oh, fuck,
Dad!
I'm going.
You move up to him. He's alive, but he's not moving.
Fuck.
Happening it. This.
Dad? I'm gonna pick him up.
You see that the light from the meteor starts to die down. When it's now just this sort of rock. Your father,
Wait, how's Ashley? Is she also.
unconscious and
I'm going to
alive,
check on
not moving.
Ashley. Ash, wake up. Slap her face. Ashley.
You hear the sounds of your friends, and Amy, most of your friends in the museum just kind of left. It's like, we're not going near a meteor. MJ, your friends, you can hear the sounds of Shane, Elaine, and Shane just, Elaine just kind of saying, come on, we gotta go check it out. As they run down the hill. MJ!
Elaine! Fuck, my dad! Fuck,
What?
fuck, there's something about a fucking meteor, man.
They just drop and, what's happened? And you see Shane and Luke immediately go up, kind of raising his head, basic first aid, just making sure he's alright. Whoa, what the? And Shane just looks at it. Babe, can you check it? Did the meteor do this? Alright, I'm on it, I'm gonna check. Runs towards the meteor.
Elaine, fuck, don't go near it!
It's fine, I'm gonna stay from a safe distance, right? And pulls out this small periscope looking through. And she has, she's just kind of examining it. Shane and Luke are holding up your father. We need to get him to a hospital.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, we also need to help her. Ashley, fuck.
Right. Luke, sorry, Jake. You got it. Jake just kind of carries Ashley. Come on. So, MJ, you take your car. We'll take theirs. Do you have a ride? Looking at Amy. Right.
No.
Does she have a car? Look, pointing at Ashley.
I think so.
Right. I'll drive you guys to the hospital. It's fine.
Yeah.
And puts
See you there.
Ashley gently in the back of Amy's car. Drives. MJ, your father is in Luke's car. because it's more comfortable than a pickup, but you drive the pickup to kind of follow through. Elaine kind of joins in and rides. Well, Luke is driving. Luke is driving with Shane, and Elaine has kind of stayed with you in the car. Elaine is just had. Did you ever see what happened? I mean, he doesn't seem to have any injuries.
No, I don't know, man. There was like the fucking thing was pulsating like there's a light that's pulsating, and suddenly it just
Pulsating
Oh.
meteors.
fucking.
It's kind of weird. Never
I
heard anything of
know.
that.
But yeah, there's suddenly this huge light, and suddenly they're all way up in the back.
Look,
What the fuck is going on, man?
I don't know what's going on, but if it makes you feel any better, I've had a bit of training with medicine and first aid. Your father doesn't seem to be breathing unnaturally, so it's nothing like a stroke or heart attack or anything serious. Sort of like he just
Oh, thank God.
sort of similar to just falling asleep. But what caused it, I don't know. But the doctors will give you something more. But I'm fairly confident it's nothing serious. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah.
Um,
What the fuck is with that thing? Did you find anything when you looked at it?
it's a rock. I didn't see anything. I couldn't look through. I couldn't see anything through the cracks either. I can't see its core. Usually these things have a core of some sort of metal or something that might cause the lightning, but I didn't see anything. And odd. And I called the police, so just so they could drop by, see what's going on. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I would have liked to spend a little bit more time trying to figure out what's going on, but yeah, pressing matters.
Dear, can you check my phone? I'm gonna gesture to my
You-
pocket.
Takes it
See
out
if
of
it's
your
working.
jacket pocket. Working fine?
It kind of malfunctioned earlier. Can you give the doctor a call? Tell him we're on our way.
That might have been the EMPs. The meteors crashing and kind of cause a bit of a disturbance. Screws up electronics. Just calls the doctor. Hey, Dr. Chan. No. It's Elaine. I'm with MJ. Something weird happened with her father. His breathing's fine. He's mostly fine. But he just kind of went down. Doesn't seem like a stroke or fainting. Doesn't have the signs. Also doesn't seem like he fell hard. Kind of no signs of trauma. Doesn't seem like he collapsed. A little weird. I don't really understand. But we're coming your way. Thanks, Doc. Oh, and about my allergy medication? Right, sorry, not the time. Thanks up and hand. He's alright. He was on his way home, but he said he's gonna stay and wait.
Awesome. Ah, fuck, I hope they're okay. Shit.
While you're driving with Elaine, Amy, in your car is Jacob Riley. He's a local guy here. He owns a very small kind of contractor. Sorry, not contractor. Construction work.
Mhm.
He's not a he is technically a contractor. He sort of takes over jobs that are way too big for MJ to handle. Where MJ is sort of your friendly neighborhood carpenter. He takes over kind of full-on house renovations, and MJ, you would know that sometimes he hires you to help him out with like these full renovations and everything. But he is an engineering guy. He's just driving. You would recognize him because he did a few renovations for the museum every now and then. He was hired for contract work. He's just driving to. What happened to your friend? I mean,
No,
what the fuck?
there was an impact from.
Oh yeah, we were all going to meet you. I mean, was she attacked? Did something happen? Did she?
Oh no, something just pushed her and just died away, and then this happened, and I don't know what to do. She.
Hey, it's gonna be fine.
My God, I'm panic.
Fine, it's fine. We're gonna go to the hospital to figure it out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Besides, Elaine checked it out earlier. Little nerdy girl. Name's Elaine. Checked it out earlier. Said that didn't have any major signs of, strokes or anything serious. So it's not a stroke or a heart attack or anything. So maybe it was stress induced. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but she'll be fine. We're heading over to the hospital. Benefits of being in a small town, It's easy to drive to the hospital. No traffic. Hey, come on, just chill out. I mean, okay, that's kind of stupid to say, but what I mean is, it's not gonna do anything if you worry, right? She's in the situation she's in, and if you worry, you're just making yourself suffer. So, just trust that she's gonna get better. Maybe a small town, but we've got some good doctors. Can't hear you.
Just hope she recovers.
She'll be fine. Come on, don't worry about it. Elaine's pretty handy with medicine and stuff. She knows a lot about these things. Not a doctor, but she studied, and Elaine said nothing major happened, so I think she'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much.
I'm going to call Rhonda.
Yep. It rings and says, "Amy, we went back early. What happened? You guys want actually go to the meteor?"
Yeah, and something happened to Ashley. We're going to the hospital right now.
Whoa! Whoa! What happened? Was she attacked?
No, I don't know. Some impact just happened, and even MJ's dad got unconscious.
Yeah,
We're heading to the hospital right now.
No, I was on my way home, but I'll see you there. Don't worry about it. I'll just get home, get change, and I'll see you there. All right? Everything's gonna be fine, dear. Everything's gonna be fine, honey. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
I'll see you later then.
Yeah, of course. As you're both traveling, going through, when you make it to the hospital, you just kind of stop the cars in the front, call for ambulances, and stretchers are taken out, and your MJ, your father, and Amy, your cousin, are brought in. You spend the night in the hospital. You spend a few hours here as some tests are run. Your friends are just kind of staying there. They're trying not to bother you too much, let you process, but they're kind of staying there if you need to talk to them. Your entire group, MJ, plus Amy, eventually Rhonda does arrive. And they're just kind of surrounding you, making sure you're okay, trying not to ask too many questions in case you can't really answer. You're free to talk to them if you would like to. Or if you just kind of sulk for a bit, that's fine too.
I'm going to sulk.
Okay. Amy sulks.
Don't know what.
MJ, you're gonna stay quiet?
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean on someone.
Okay. Mostly just kind of Luke and Shane with you and Elaine. And Jake. They're just kind of surrounding you there. Jake has stepped out to get some food. So you can just see Shane kind of, hey, you'll be fine. Dude's a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah. Got it from someone.
Come on, a bear couldn't kill him.
Yeah, actually, what the yep. Yeah, he'll be fine,
Don't worry about it.
Elaine?
No, he's probably gonna kick your ass if he finds out how much you're worrying right now.
It's all his fault anyway, so I'd like to see him try. But, Elaine, can you give me a check? Maybe something happened to me. I don't know what the fuck is that light, but...
Yeah, no, sure. Just kind of looks around, checks your pulse and signs and everything, borrows that blood pressure thing to kind of check if you're okay. Now everything's pretty normal. You're fine.
What is that thing, though?
The doctor, Dr. Chan, eventually just kind of move out. So, well, good news and bad news. And the bad news isn't as bad as you think. Good news. Your father and your cousin, looking at both of you, they're fine. There's no radiation poisoning, there's no disease, there's no illness. Nothing is physically wrong with them. Their brain activity is normal, or at least par for them. Nothing's deteriorated. We'll keep them under observation here overnight just to see what's wrong, but I don't know. I guess the bad news is we don't know. They're healthy, their vitals are stronger than ever, but they're not waking up. We don't necessarily understand what's happening.
They're in a coma right now.
Kinda, but they're not exhibiting any signs of being comatose of the sort. I don't know how to explain it. It's as if they're asleep. Their body is just in a constant state of rest and recharge and rejuvenating, and it's sort of the process that happens when you're asleep, except it just keeps on happening to them. Right? Sorry, wish I had something else to say, and we're not entirely sure what's happening, but you can at least go home and understand that they're okay. Their lives are not in danger, I can assure you of that, but we want to keep them here just to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Please, guys, get some rest. You'll be fine.
Can I just grab a few clothes and come back? I can't leave them alone.
I mean, certainly your choice to make. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not gonna tell you.
I'll just go grab some.
Yeah, no
Thanks
problem.
to the same.
Okay. You guys, grab some clothes. Two of you go home,
Drive home.
grab some clothes. Because Amy can't drive, Jake will drive you, and MJ, you can drive the truck back home. And actually, you can pick up Amy, I suppose, so that you guys can travel together.
Yeah, I'll pick her up.
But Jake eventually drives you home. Yeah, I'll just park your car here in their spot. I'm assuming this is her spot, and MJ's gonna come back to pick you up. And you're the doctor. Your friend's fine. Probably an extended nap. God knows I could use one. You're around, Museum Girl.
The drive.
He just kind of leaves the car there and moves away. Takes a bus. MJ, you grab some stuff, some clothes, and you do. The hospital's close at the center of town, so you kind of have to circle to the other end to get Amy and then go back. MJ picks you up in a customized kind of military green with net kind of motorcycle. Built herself. It's quite the talk in town.
Do you have a helmet?
Come on, you don't have to worry. I'll keep us safe.
There's your lesson for the day. You need helmets. You go through. It's a cool breeze. Eventually you make it back to Lakewood Lakewood General. Memorial is the funerary.
Don't say Memorial.
General.
No.
Lakewood General.
Nigel.
Lakewood General.
My dad's still alive.
You spend the night in the hospital. You guys want to talk?
Wait, are we in the same room or separate rooms?
They just kind of put them in next to each other. Private rooms, but next to each other.
I'll just grab coffee for her.
Okay.
You there?
Door.
Got your coffee.
Thanks. Where is the
They're gonna be all... Yeah?
Dash, please. No.
Can't hear you. Can you?
Yeah.
She's not waking up. I mean, oh, I'm so worried.
Yeah. Fuck. Sorry. I'd like to say I'm sorry for dragging you there. I
Um,
didn't know this was gonna happen.
we didn't expect it to happen. I thought it
Yeah.
was an ordinary asteroid meteor. I don't
I
know
don't even know what
anymore.
the fuck that was. Meteors don't show rainbow fucking colors. I don't. But you saw it too, didn't you?
I did. That's why I was about to take a picture of it.
Yeah. Elaine said it was just a rock by the time she's there, but pretty sure it was different. It was. Are we having a shared trip?
I don't. I don't do weed.
Oh, right, sorry.
Wait, do you
Uh,
wait? Wait, did
anyway, so, yeah, so no shared trip right yet. Fuck, okay. Maybe the police will have something tomorrow.
I don't. I'm sorry, I'm really confused right now. What happened? What happened a while ago?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like similar to movie.
I know. Just, fuck. I'll go check on my dad. Just, if you need something, I'm just literally one room away, so I'll head back.
That's okay.
I'll go back to my room.
You spend the rest of the night in the hospital, and the morning eventually comes as you've slept here. MJ,
Mhm.
you're kind of sleeping on the bed, and you feel something nudging your head. Kiddo, wake up.
Dad?
Where's breakfast?
Oh, for fuck's sake, you bastard! You fucking worried me! Are you okay? Are you feeling fine? Fuck, you just.
MJ, I'm fine. I do not know what happened. Last thing I remember was blind light, and then now I'm awake here. I feel fine.
You fucking. You fucking fainted, Dad. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like I was sleeping. I wake up, nothing sore, nothing hurts, nothing. Needles in my arm
You're
kind of
back.
hurt. It's fine. I mean, yeah,
Fine.
it's how it is, but
Oh.
actually, kind of hurts a little less. Tries to sit up a bit, a lot less.
Hmm.
I'm fine.
Maybe something went right when you collapsed on the floor.
Normally when people collapse, something hurts. I don't know. Weird.
I'll go call the doctor. Just
Yeah.
stay there and for fuck's sake, do not go anywhere.
Hey,
You're gonna give me a heart attack.
speaking of heart attacks, you mind getting me a cheeseburger?
Oh, fine. I'll sneak one in for you. Just stay there.
You're the
I'll
best,
go to the
MJ.
doctor. Damn right I am.
You leave, call the doctor. Amy, as you were sleeping on the couch next to the room, you kind of wake up to a pillow being thrown at you. And you wake up to a pillow kind of thrown in your face. As you wake up,
Oh,
you snore too loud.
oh my God, Ash. Oh my God, you're awake.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to your snoring.
Ash, you got me worried last night.
What the fuck happened? I don't even remember anything. It's just
You and MJ's
blind light.
dad collapsed after that blinding light.
Huh.
I thought you were in a coma. I thought you were going in a month coma, Ash.
The light. Huh. Funny, it's the only thing I remember.
Really?
Weird. So weird. Oh, my head. Feels like I just slept for 24 hours. It feels good. But I'm also still sleeping.
Did you have a dream though?
Yeah. Ryan Gosling was in
Oh.
it. I'm fine, names. I'm fine. Kinda hungry. I don't want to eat hospital
do you want
food,
to eat?
Ames. Please.
Yeah,
Order
I
me a pizza
know
or
they're
something.
disgusting. I'm going to order some pizza for. Don't worry.
Thanks. Ah, God, I hate the smell of hospital.
I know. I want to leave now. I'm going to talk to the nurse. That's the case.
MJ, is you gonna move to find a doctor? And yes, he just said, yeah, if you could just call someone. I just want to get
Okay.
out of here.
I'm going to look for a nurse.
MJ, as you leave the room, Amy also kind of exits a few seconds after you find her.
What happened? Hey,
Dad's awake.
I'm playing with Ash.
Oh, thank God. I was about to call the doctor to have him checked.
Same.
That's
You're
See,
not injured.
you see a guy going forward. He's dressed in what looks to be a black suit and tie, with no sunglasses, hair slicked back, probably in his early 30s or late 20s. Pretty well built, handsome looking guy. But he's Lakewood is a small town, so this guy, you don't know him. He's never been here before. The guy moves forward and he says, "Miss Stone, Miss Schweid."
Who
Yeah.
are you?
He kind of looks at the room. So, may I speak with you in private? Please, it's important.
I just need to call the doctor first. I need to have my dad checked.
They won't be able to do anything for him here. I can explain, but I need to do it in a more private room. Please.
You're not MIB, right? You know,
Might as well be.
you fuck.
Gestures to a room.
Looking at Amy, waiting for her to respond. Like, is this guy for fucking real?
I don't know. Is this a prank?
No,
Are you
ma'am, I assure you. This is dead serious. Give me 5 minutes to explain.
Fine, let's get this over with. I'm gonna go inside the room.
We head inside the room. He just kind of looks around, make sure no one's there. He opens up a laptop from his sort of leather case, shows you a city. There's been a few instances like this that have happened over the years. The last time this happened was in 1920s in a small town called Innsmouth, Massachusetts. And it shows meteor shower hit, unexpected. Meteors did their job. One meteor went wayward, landed outside the town. Few people went there. 2 people got affected. They report the same thing. A blinding flash of bright lights. And eventually some of them were still standing while the others went unconscious. The next day, they were alright. The doctors couldn't find anything wrong, so they were discharged. Chalked it off to maybe stress. Over the next few months, these people who were affected exhibited some strange symptoms. Flashing the PowerPoint. You can see guys whose skin starts to turn red, like unusual red, and
Oh
their
my
eyes become
fucking god.
bloodshot. And you just continue. Start to show some delusions, strange habits. People with no history of mental illness suddenly showing signs of bipolar disorder, multiple personalities, etc. Various symptoms, various problems. You start. I must warn you, the next few slides are graphic. They start showing you guys who are kind of scratching their own skins off and panicking in the room, kind of smashing their head. You can see that the room is blood splattered with their head as they kind of smash it through the small videos that are attached to the PowerPoint. That's it. What I'm about to say next is going to sound ridiculous, cartoony, and straight out of a comic book. But if you value the lives of these people, you will take me seriously and you will cooperate. I cannot force you to do anything, but this is their lives on the line. I am with an underground secret organization. We're dubbed as the PRI, the Paranormal Research Initiative. Most agents just refer to it as the Initiative, for secrecy's sake. We handle investigations into the paranormal. Odd activities that don't make sense, that things that science cannot explain. Abominations, creatures, alien threats to the world. You might think of it as a joke. Points to the next slide. And you see that there's a guy whose body has been kind of ripped open. It's similar to a scene from the Aliens movie where the chest burster comes out and just that's what's left behind, except it's a lot bigger. This is what happened to those people who thought of it as a joke in Innsmouth. Took this to happen before the people, their loved ones, started taking it seriously. We were almost too late. They're creatures of unknown origin that are a threat to this world. The PRI, the initiative, is here to stop that, or at the very most, delay it. There was a problem in the East Coast. Jericho City, you may have heard of it. There are a few issues that happened there. We weren't able to break through it. Politics and bureaucracy seem to have stopped us. In any case, we're not dealing with a simple, isolated threat. This is happening. You come with us, you bring your family with you, and you do not tell anyone else. We have the research, the means, and the technology to at least prevent this fate from happening to them long enough for us to find a way to stop it completely. We have been successful in this. We have done this in New York. We have done this up in Oregon. And we can do this here. But you're going to have to trust me. We are not, officially speaking, an existing organization. The world, most branches of the government, and the citizens of this country do not know that we exist. Therefore, I cannot pull any strings to force you to come with me. I can only appeal to your desire to keep these people alive.
Can I roll to see if he's not shitting us?
Do you have a psychology score?
Fuck, I don't.
You can
I
try.
only have 10. No, failed.
He's pretty stone cold government type.
You sure this is not... You know it's not really time for a prank, right?
We're not in a TV show right now.
I would like nothing more than to just be a television host creating jokes to make people uncomfortable. But this is not a joke. There are threats that are real. There are threats that have invaded your city, your family. I'm here to offer help. The initiative is here to offer help. We've already begun research on the meteor. Usually these things are called upon. Some creature calls upon them. And following these meteors, or this meteor, are a series of unusual happenings, hauntings, attacks in the neighboring city. Purpose of which we have yet to identify. But it will happen. But like I said, we are not the FBI. We are not the CIA. We cannot force you to come with us and cooperate.
Look, my dad, he had this really bad problem before this thing happened, and when he woke up...
Very simply put, Miss Stone, there is a parasite living within him that is non-detectable by our conventional medical means. And the parasite requires a fit body, a home. As such, it probably healed whatever damage has been done to him. Something even modern technology cannot do for us today.
Look, I get it. Fuck. Can I just talk to the doctor, have him check his back, please?
As long as you understand that what I have told you today cannot be repeated, I would like to inform you before you leave that we will not do anything to people you tell. But the more people that know, the more risk you put them. What we're dealing with are not simple bestial creatures, Miss Stone. I hope you're starting to understand that. Just opens the door. In the basement parking of this hospital, in a black SUV, heavily tinted without any license plates, I and my team will be waiting there. We will wait for you for the next 2 hours. If you do not come, I will assume that you do not wish to be a part of this, in which case I would wish you the best of luck. He just walks away. As he walks, what do you do?
Are you buying any of this shit?
I'm confused.
I'll go look for Dr. Chang. I'll just have him give my dad a quick run through. He usually takes care of his back, so he would know best.
Dr. Chan is actually kind of walking through. Says, "Hey, MJ, Amy, why are you guys in an empty room?" And one of the nurses
Real
told
talk.
me. Yeah. Okay. Well, one of the nurses told me that your cousin and your father were awake. I was about to check on them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at Amy with a biggest, slight, meaningful look and say, "Let's go."
Walk through the doc. He starts with MJ's father, who just kind of said, "Doctor, you see my daughter anywhere? She was supposed to get something to eat." You mentioned something about girl talk, Mr. Stone. How are you feeling? Ah, come on, I'm hungry, but I'm fine. Sit up for me, please. Yep. Doesn't your back normally hurt when you... Yeah, it does, but feeling fine right now. Actually, it's a lot better. That's... do you mind if I get an x-ray? You know, just to be safe? Yeah, no problem. Good. But first, let's just check. Gets blood pressure. Mr. Stone, you are not lying when you say that you're feeling a lot better. Blood pressure is now back to normal levels. In fact, you're looking around. Do you mind if we run a full, physical? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. The nurse will help you out. I just need to attend to Miss Schweid's cousin. No problem, Doc. Your father starts walking with a more stride in his step. MJ!
You look chipper.
Yeah, feel good. Did you manage to find some food?
Got sidetracked, but I'll get you some. Well, just order, I guess. I'll place an order.
Fine, we can eat at
Pretty
home.
sure deliveries deliver in hospitals, right?
Yeah, but this place is way too gloomy to eat in anyway. Go eat something at home.
Yeah, I'll cook you something.
That holds your chin.
Are you sure you're feeling fine?
Kiddo, stop worrying. I'm doing great. Kind of leaves. The
Yeah.
nurse leads him to the physical examination room. Amy, in your room,
I bet.
he goes, and Ashley just, well, you're doing pretty well, Ashley. You're strange. Your vitals are absolutely amazing. You took a sample of your blood. It's great. Cholesterol's down. Everything's looking great. Same. Looks at MJ. Same with your father, actually. Uric acid, his cholesterol, everything's amazing. He's in better shape than I am, to be honest. I, actually, didn't you have a minor kind of asthma problem? Are you finding the hospital fine? I mean, we did sanitize it, but yeah, no, it's great. Absolutely great. Huh. The doctor just looks baffled. Well, I suppose there's no reason to keep them here. They're in amazing condition. They can leave when they want to.
Can I have a talk with him?
Yeah, of course. I'm just gonna head out. You can drag her into an empty room.
This is so weird. I mean, this is really weird.
I know. I mean, I'm glad that my dad's okay, but that's fucking unreal.
It's impossible for someone to get completely recovered with.
I don't know, Ames. Fuck. Are you going?
I was planning.
Fuck.
I literally don't want Ashley to be
I don't like.
saw a while ago.
Yeah. Fuck. Fuck this. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna. At least I'll see what they have to offer.
Mm.
Well, if they're the men in black, I'm assuming they can also do the whoop thing.
I hope so. Is it
Yeah.
possible? If they're not pranking, us, now I'm very much curious about.
If they are pranking us, I'm taking the first punch.
Should
So
your
violent.
dad?
Very. But
Uh-oh.
Oh no, she's gone.
He's
Oh.
disconnected.
Oh yeah. Hey. Hey.
I'll just see what the doctor has to say about his the results and
Oh, it's a physical exam, so it's
decide
gonna
from
take a
there.
few days.
Ah, fuck.
However,
Yeah,
the
I guess.
chemical, the blood chem, and everything, your father is probably like he was in his 20s.
So are we?
Yeah, planning on telling actually about it.
I mean, did they say that we have to bring the? I mean, I'm assuming that we have to bring the two of
Hey,
them there.
hey, he did. He did told us that there.
Yeah.
They'll be in the car. You just have to call them
Mhm.
before bringing them.
Yeah. I guess I'll give my dad a talk as well. Oh, fuck this. I'll go check up on him.
They did.
Wait,
Sorry,
can you?
they did say that what he meant was that you have to inform him if you're going to before you start bringing them in. Because as much as possible, they don't want them to have to know.
So we have to tell them. I'm just gonna look at Amy and say, Ames, phone number, can I have it? Just in case we get
Sure.
separated.
I'm going to give her.
Change
Okay.
phone information.
I'll go talk to my dad. See you in a bit.
You head over to the physical examination room where your father is running a marathon on a treadmill.
Look at you. You're healthier than I am.
And I'm feeling great. Best thing that's ever happened. Whew. Actually, I'm not even all that tired. He drinks water as he keeps running. The nurse is baffled.
She's gonna clap her shoulder and say, you and I, bud. You and I both.
I'm gonna go call Dr. Chan. Nods and leaves. MJ! He just slides. He doesn't even stop on the treadmill. He just slides off and lands on his feet. Man, it feels good to be able to work out again.
Yeah, kinda need to talk.
You're using that voice again, MJ.
For a very good reason.
Alright. What's up?
I'm gonna look around to see if there's anyone else.
Nope.
Cameras?
No.
Remember that MIB movie that we watched? You know, Will Smith?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I was approached by one of them.
Come again?
Let's just say that I'm not bullshitting you for the next 10 minutes or so and just believe everything that I say. Yep.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Awesome. Because even I don't believe this shit either, but I'm forced to believe it, so you and I are gonna suffer together, Dad. Okay, so the thing is, MIB guys went in, told me that we just encountered extra, whatchamacallit, with a meteor.
Terrestrials?
Yep. And something has affected you, and we kinda need to figure out what happened. So we're gonna have to go with them to have you check. And I don't know what else happens after that, but
MJ, I know your name was my fault, but you don't have to punish me like this.
10 minutes, Dad. It's only been 2.
Right. Okay. The men in black have come in, and they want to talk to us. If the movies are right, the worst thing they're going to do is erase our memories.
Mm-hmm.
MJ, you're serious?
It's only been 3 minutes.
I mean, really? You're serious?
I shit you not, Dad. Even I don't believe this.
And-
I'm not high. Not this time. That was one time, it's not gonna happen again.
But what I'm asking is that do you think we should?
I mean, Dad, I want you to be healthy, but this is not normal. I really want this to be true, and I really want this to be... But this...
I know. Knew something was off.
Yeah.
I was trying to play it like a miracle. But fuck that, right? Okay. You
Stopped
think
believing since Mom left. But, yeah. Well,
if you think for the best, I trust you, kid. Alright.
I mean, worst case scenario, we get to see a bunch of aliens in a tiny drawer. Or,
They weren't
never know that.
they weren't hostile or anything, were they? I mean, the guys who talked to you, they didn't seem like shady, but
Well, yeah, fuck yeah, they look shady, but they weren't really hostile. It
you
was
got
a
that
yes
gun
or
on
no
you?
thing. Always.
Just keep the safety off for now.
I'm gonna insist that we take my bike or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can leave my bike here.
I got it. What about your friend and her cousin, was it? She alright?
Like you, actually. Better than ever.
Does she have to go too?
She was invited to. I mean, said she's gonna talk with Ashley.
Right,
Guess we'll find out.
right. Hey, maybe we'll get cool code names.
Maybe I'll get away from the MJ at this point. Maybe I'll get cocaine, Dad. Come on. Let's just go.
And think of the sound of Agent Stone.
Ner. Sounds good.
Agent
I'm not gonna let this go. You fucked me over my whole life. I'm not gonna let this go, Dad. You know that.
Agent. Hear me out. As you're walking out, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Agent Weed.
Subtle. Just the way I like it. Subtle.
I mean, there's nothing subtle about what you just told me, kiddo. So
I mean, there's nothing subtle about a man wearing a full suit and a fucking what? What season is this?
right now, summer.
Fucking summer! Get a heat stroke. Oh my god, my dog.
All right. You go out of the room. Amy, were you gonna talk to your cousin?
Yeah.
You head over. Ashley has gotten a bunch of ice cream.
Ash, what are you doing?
Hospital ice cream is like so terrible. Ugh. Best thing I've got. Can we please get out of here? Please. This is sad, Amy.
Ash,
This is
I
so
have-
sad.
I have to tell you something, but don't panic.
Okay.
Don't panic. For
Okay.
me, please. Okay, so there's this guy who's wearing a black suit, and he showed me so many proofs of what will happen to you if I let you. I mean, if I let you do this for yourself. I mean, if I. I'm sorry, I'm so confused right now. There's so much information in my head. I can't even explain it to you properly.
Amy?
But there's this guy
Amy?
in the
One at a time. You met a guy. You
In a
talked to
suit.
him in a suit. So first things first,
So-
was he hot?
Was he?
Kind of good looking.
Kind of.
Good
Okay.
looking. Good
Yeah.
looking. Way above average.
Probably 9.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
8 out of 10. It doesn't look like Ryan Gosling, but he's 8 out of 10.
Okay. Second important question. Did you get his number?
Well, about that,
Important questions here. Come on.
no, but we're going to meet him later. If you want to join MJ's dad in a band.
Is this some sort of weird orgy trip?
No? What? What the? What? Wait, what are you saying? This is not.
Look, You know what? I'll do
Ash!
anything to get out of here. So yes. Any excuse to get out of this bed and this hospital, I'm all for it.
About mm,
Ames,
do
what
you
is
still
happening
remember
to you?
about? Do you still remember about happened yesterday? About that meteor?
Meteor crash, blinding light, passed out, woke up here?
You got involved in an extraterrestrial shit.
There's a bit of silence. That's a good one, Amy.
Ash, I'm
That's a good
not
one.
kidding. I'm not joking.
What's next?
I'm not.
This little gray guy is gonna wave at me saying, "E.T. phone home."
No, but there's the
That's right, Amy. I needed that laugh.
Ash.
I really needed
I
that. You're
know
so the best.
the idea's funny, but Ash, this is real shit right now. If I if I didn't do something on this freaking alien problem.
Amy. Amy.
Yeah. Sorry. If I didn't do something, you'll get in trouble and you'll get. I mean, you get crazy if I let this happen to you.
The only one crazy in this room right now is you. So let's go.
We're going to meet the guy at least. The man in the
Yeah, I'm gonna meet the guy. 8 out of 10 in a town of 7s? Count me in.
I'm gonna meet
I'm going
Mr.
to-
8.
I'm going to call that. Okay.
Right.
Ash says she's going to join us.
Yeah, Dad's very much into it too. See you in the garage?
Yeah.
As you guys kind of prepare, Ashley and your father get dressed, and the four of you walk and said, "Okay, let's meet this what conspiracy, nutcase? Oh, we're gonna go on the
Maybe-
History Channel."
Well, shit.
And then as he says that, you see Ash's eyes light up. Oh my God! Is this for a taping of the History Channel? We're gonna be famous. Maybe we'll finally get to meet
if it was
someone.
like 10, if it was 10 years ago, that would have been great. But now,
I still don't think this is a prank show.
Okay. You head over to the basement parking where there is a SUV waiting. Then you see MJ, your father, just kind of. Let me guess. It's a nondescript black van without a license plate.
absolutely. We're taking our motorcycle.
I suppose it's cliche for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You see the guy you saw earlier come out of the passenger seat. Kind of nods as he moves forward to you. And then Ashley just kind of elbows Amy and says, "Oh my God, he is hot."
I know, right?
The guy just kind of moves forward, says, "Thank you for coming. We have a small facility that's been set up just outside of town. So about 20 minutes from the edge of town. Tents and various pop-up facilities. If you would follow us, take whatever vehicle you would like." Kind of moves.
Your phone number.
And you see Ashley just kind of look and said, "Hey, it's gonna be aired on TV or something? Like, are we gonna be meeting, people from the History Channel or something?" And the guy just looks at you, Amy. "What did you tell her?" Please just follow us. We'll explain everything."
I'm going to going near him. I'm going to whisper at him. Just go with the flow, or
Yes.
she's going to get weird out by this.
You leave. Amy and Ashley do not have a car. You left it behind.
Yeah.
Um, when he asks, "Do you not have a vehicle?"
We left it in front of the apartment.
Would you like to take a ride? We'll drop you off at your apartment where you can collect your vehicle.
Sure.
You got in the car. MJ, I'm assuming you just tail them.
Mm.
So, following them with your father in the back of the motorcycle, they do eventually stop in a house, an apartment complex, where about 10 minutes later you see Ashley's car come out, and now there's sort of a convoy situation. Yeah.
Before they leave, I'm just while we're parked, I'm just gonna send a quick group chat, the group message. That's fine. We're leaving the hospital.
Okay.
My friends.
Your friends just have replied. See, nothing to worry about. You busy today?
Little bit. Yeah. Catch with you next time.
All right. Okay. As you as Amy and Ashley take Ashley's car, there's a small convoy going until you leave the city. As you kind of leave the city, 10-15 minutes outside of the city's northmost kind of exit along Lakewood Avenue or Lakewood Drive, you eventually find that the cars stop towards the edge of the road. As they kind of stop there, the agents kind of get down as the car continues to leave. Just kind of gestures to all of you to follow him. There are also a few agents left behind who, as he tells you, your vehicles will be watched over. He just drags you. You walk for about 5 minutes in the forest, sort of a trek where vehicles, even your motorcycle, can't really fit through this dense forest, until you find a clearing. Oddly enough, a clearing that was created by the meteor from about the start of it. This clearing now has a variety of tents that have been set up. Tents, some people in what looks like hazmat suits, some people that look like military figures, like government. They look like they're wearing military colors, and sort of like a perimeter fence has been built, and some extra trees have sort of been cut down and turned into to give it a wider space so that they could build this sort of place. It looks like a makeshift military fence. So you can see actual military soldiers kind of moving around along with other people in suits. Move in, and as the fence kind of opens, the guy just nods and says, "Well, welcome to the initiative, ladies and gentlemen. Just follow me, I guess." Moves into the center. He drags you into one of the larger looking tents that's been reinforced. There's a man there. I was about to say human. Male. Caucasian. Kind of bald head with a sort of beard. Like a goatee type of beard. He looks a little bit... he's bald like Jason Statham. So about like side... very well built. Despite probably being in his late 40s. And he just looks at you and he says, "Are these the infected?" "Yes, sir." "Good. Leave us." Nods. And he just looks at all of you, kind of nodding it's safe. As he walks away, the man just kind of, "Please, have a seat. Water, alcohol if you need it. Your choice."
I'm good.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
I'm assuming my agent has informed you of what's happened. You see Ashley's like, "I am so confused right now." "I see. Well, he essentially gives you the same kind of spiel the agent did. And by the end of it, you see your father kind of horrified. What you see actually is there like a hidden camera somewhere? You know, is this on Justice for Laughs or something? Ma'am, I assure you this is 100% serious. In any case, you need not to worry. I am happy that you have agreed to join us here. I can, and we can, provide you with the necessary equipment and tools, although it may take a few months, to remove this parasite from you safely, and as an added bonus, you may even keep your body as it is now. The extraction of the parasite does not undo whatever benefits it has given you. It will require a few months of several treatments, nothing that will degrade your physical performance, but we will have to ask you to keep returning here every week. The other thing, because you are the ones involved here, I do not mean to sound like this is all about money or bureaucracy, but there is a huge cost to everything that we are doing. And while I understand that you may be incapable of paying that cost, depending on your circumstances, where you're from, I would like to request for your assistance. If you care about not just your father or your cousin, but if you care about anyone in this town, the town itself, the people here, you may be more inclined to help us. You see, following these meteor strikes, when we researched, there are also attacks. Unexplained rabid animals attacking people, but it is not animals, it is creatures. This site is also ground zero. There are things that happen that follow these meteor strikes. The problem is that we do not necessarily have clearance to get into various cities. This isn't a Marvel movie where we can just pretend to be another agency and they let us in without questions. There are bureaucracies that need to be followed. We, operating outside of a bureaucracy, entails that you do not get the benefits of such bureaucracy. As such, we need eyes and ears on the ground to look into things for us, to vouch for our agents who go into town. That is where you come in. There will be strange occurrences in this town. There will be problems that will occur in this town. When those happen, we will need your help. This organization, while funded fully by the government, is unknown to most government officials, even the president. Plausible deniability. As such, we operate alone. So, we need your help.
So you just want us to vouch for your people, make sure they don't get fucked over by the people in our town?
Make it so that they are not suspicious. Call them a friend, call them family. And where you can, investigate for us, with them, with us.
Just looking into things.
Most of our budget, I will be frank with you, is placed into the research and development of these cures for these paranormal activities. As such, we do not have that much in terms of manpower. What you see in this compound is already half of the total we have to spare nationwide.
Jesus.
As you can imagine, giving us a very large budget would raise some questions with accounting. Again, this is not a movie. There are certain problems that we have to face, and we deal with it by helping the people help themselves. Your very friends in this town could be the next target. We do not know, but we need your help to find out.
I'm in.
Thank you.
How often do we have to do this again?
Something happens, something comes up, you tell us, we'll tell you if we are needed.
No, alright.
Your
I have a question.
daily lives should not be disrupted, give or take a few vacation days, as it were. We try to ensure that panic does not ensue in the towns and the places targeted, which means that things should not be disrupted.
Yeah. Sure.
I would also like to be the first to apologize to both of you that you have been dragged into this. We were not able to respond fast enough to the meteor strike, as we were all the way on the east coast in Jericho City solving a bit of an issue and running into a bureaucratic wall. But in any case, we are here to help you if you might be able to help us. You had a question, my dear.
Do you have any resources for us to use in case what will happen?
A few weapons, if you're trained in firearms. We have agents who are very well trained. If you request it, we can spare a few agents to monitor your households on the outside to make sure you're all right. Or if there's anyone else specific that you would like to be watched, if you ever find that there's in some form of danger in one way or another, we can provide.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we have equipment and things that are considered concealable. This is mostly looking into things, activities. One of the things that we would ask you to do while hopefully waiting to prevent an incident is to look up the history of this town. These attacks, these activities are not random. They choose towns specifically for some reason. Perhaps look into a strange history of this town, what it was built on, if this was home to some other indigenous people, if there was a massacre, anything of a strange history that is not commonly taught in a history class would be useful. But this is not of the immediate threat. For now, you have been briefed. You may return to your homes. I suppose that is all, unless you have a question. Yes.
Are you going to give us encrypted phones or are we going to use our own?
You're
Oh,
free.
this is all secret. No.
You're free to use your own. But if you wish for encrypted phones, we can provide.
No, I'm not interested enough for someone to hack into my phone. That'll be fine.
Very well. He stands up, still in his full kind of suit, and gives you a hand, offers a handshake. He says, "Welcome to the initiative, Miss Stone. I'll be your handler. My name is Agent Ramirez."
Agent Ramirez.
Adrian Ramirez. Adrian is fine. Whatever you prefer. Thank you for agreeing to this. We will try to keep you safe. We will try to keep your friends safe. Mutual cooperation is to both our benefits. If there's anything that you require, let us know. Nothing else, you are free to return to your lives.
Sounds good.
You guys leave. Your father just looks at you. What the hell did we get ourselves into?
Agent Stone.
Right. Agent W still sounds better to me. You see,
You, Dad.
Ramirez is kind of... Excuse me, my apologies. If the infected would please follow me, first of your many treatments. You're all free to watch, of course. You head through. While you walk to the treatment chamber, you see Ashley just kind of elbowing you. I mean, it says, "What is going on? When do the cameras come?"
Ash, this is not the prank show. This is freaking real. Ever since what happened to us in that meteor shit.
Fuck. Whatever. Fine. Whatever. I'm in the MIB. Who would have thought? And walks. As you get into the makeshift research facility they've put up, another fortified kind of tent. You find this sort of metallic structure in the center and these sort of red and green lasers that are being pointed out. These, if you would stand in the center. Lasers kind of measure, scan, and then you see the glass pane kind of close, and you see this gas kind of get. You see this sort of green gases kind of fills it, and it says, "It's nothing harmful, nothing to cause concern. We have found a chemical compound that is harmless to the humans, but deadly to the parasites. The most your friends and your family will feel after the several weeks of this treatment is a bad case of diarrhea. Please do not be alarmed if your fecal matter appears greenish in some way."
Do I see my dad? Is he still here? Is he hearing us?
Yes.
Yay, what's new about that, right? I was gonna say that to him when he's having his treatment.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I eat a lot of spicy food, so nothing new.
Yep.
Walks through. He gets bombed next. Over perhaps the next day or two, you might experience a bit of diarrhea. Nothing to alarm yourselves about. Do not bother taking medication. Just let it pass naturally. It will go away. Continued use of this process, you may experience a bit of fever. Nothing too major. Will not be on a pneumonic level. Possibly a 38.5 maybe. It'll go away within the day, actually. It's just a side effect of the chemicals used. Regardless, we still require everyone to take a medical exam here, just to ensure that there are no side effects. We don't know if there are any allergies that may happen. But for the most part, other than mild discomfort and possibly humiliating situations, you should be fine. I would advise, however, that you stay away from excessive strenuous activity. This does strengthen the parasite, so bear with us for perhaps 2 months. Weekly treatments for 2 months. Avoid exercise is fine. Avoid lifting heavy objects. Avoid powerlifting if you do any of that. Jogging is fine, but just generally avoid anything that causes excessive stress or tiresome feelings. Nods. Takes an hour for the two of them to kind of finish getting gassed. Sounded so bad, but yeah. They leave. They take another 10 minutes to do a physical exam, make sure nothing's out of the ordinary, and you guys are sent home. On your way home, Amy, you and Ash just kind of talk on the way home. So, okay. We're now agents. Alright.
Yeah. At least we get to see Mr. 8.
You know, the more you look at him, the more he kind of seems like a 9.
Really?
I know, I guess it's that suit. He just leaves everything to the imagination, you know?
Right.
Oh. Damn it, I didn't get his name.
Yeah, like, we haven't asked his name
I was
either.
creeped out. He brought me to an alien
I
research
forgot. I'm
facility.
sorry.
You
I'm
brought me to an
sorry.
alien
I'm
research
sorry. I got
facility.
distracted. I'm just worried about you. That's all. I was focused on you more than him because you're more important than him.
I know, but still. It,
We'll get to see him one day. I mean,
I gotta ask for his name. That is all. I just need to ask his
okay,
name. I need to know his name.
okay, fine. I'll do something just to get his name.
Then I need him with me. Nothing. Just kind of keeps driving.
I'm going to subscribe for Netflix. Just so she can avoid exercise.
You move back to your apartment where you just kind of. She just skips work for the day and just stays there, eating ice cream, eating food. Backtracking a bit with the brother mentioned, let's say that they did feed you. Because you guys haven't eaten anything today. MJ, when you get back home with your father, because you can't really talk on a motorcycle very well. Okay, kiddo. We have just joined up with a secret government organization that is not recognized by the President of the United States, so everything we do could possibly be illegal.
Leave the town, he said. The town has more things. The outside town has more things to offer, he said. Yeah, trouble finds us, Dad.
Hey, at least we're together in this. Look, I know this is a parasite thing. I know it's kind of weird, but I'll be honest with you, kiddo. I've just been so excited. I'm finally okay. My back isn't killing me, and I actually spend some time again with you.
Yeah.
One thing I missed more than anything. All our hunting trips. Hanging out. Feel like that decade just came by and I lost so much time with you that I guess I'm on a high that I can actually get my back fixed and can catch up on lost time again. Even if it is hunting E.T.
Well, let's just call this a weird ass blessing in disguise. I mean, you're gonna feel better after this, after a few months of therapy. It's way better than what doctors can offer. Plus, we get to hunt whatever on the side.
One little problem. You know that gas that they put on us to get rid of this thing?
Yeah. You didn't shit on my motorcycle, did you?
No. Although I might need to use the bathroom in a bit, but the gas it smells like shit. I'm not
Wait, hold on.
I'm not
I'm
saying
gonna
it
try
smells. It smells like it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't just smell bad. It smells like actual shit. You figure
smell
that they
like
might
ass,
have used.
Dad.
I know. I think they fucking used methane and fuck it. I'm taking a shower.
Take a shower. Stay in the
And
bathroom, for fuck's sake.
you might want to wash your jacket.
Ah, fuck! Come on! For fuck's sake!
No.
Why'd you have to cling?
Yeah.
Why'd you have to cling? God damn it! Ah.
Hey,
Just
if
find
you
me in
would
the garage.
if you would just invest in a goddamn helmet, MJ. And leaves.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I haven't crashed yet.
The word "yet" is concerning.
Never say never. Just the way you taught me. Ayo, I'm going to go wash my jacket, and I'll wait for you in the garage. You're
Right.
feeling better. You're supposed to work now.
Right. Hey, I'm not supposed to do anything strenuous.
Nah, he said no carry lifting. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We can hunt later.
He goes to shower. For the rest of the day, since you do have a bit of work piled up, he does help you out, especially with the car, which makes it a lot faster. And I think that's where we're gonna end tonight. Getting to know our new agents, I will get out of the habit of calling these people victims.
Thank you. No more ominous shit.
And I suppose good night to everyone else watching. See you next
Night.
week for the actual fun.